Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be going over the best greatsword build that you can make as of title update 1. So let's get straight into another Monster Hunter Wilds video. Starting out, you're going to need the Neudra helm, as well as the Gore mail, Gore vambraces, Gore coil, Gore greaves, and the Exploiter charm 2. All beta options for each of the armor pieces. You will also need 3 mighty jewels, 3 tenderizer jewels, 2 counter jewels, 2 sane jewels, and 1 physique jewel to complete this build. In total, this will give you weakness exploit 5, constitution 4, evade window 3, counter strike 3, maximum might 3, antivirus 3, resentment 1, and flinch free 1, along with the Gore Magala set bonus black eclipse 2. As for why I chose these specific skills, I will go over each skill in depth. Weakness exploit 5 is going to give us 30% more affinity whenever we hit a weak point, which you should be aiming for, and an additional 20% affinity whenever you attack a wound, which you should be aiming for as well. Constitution 4 is going to help us keep our stamina full, which is very important because this build uses maximum might. With Constitution, blocking or dodging costs less stamina, making maximum might have a greater uptime, and giving us more damage as a whole. Evade window 3 is going to make it easier for us to dodge attacks, a simple and effective skill that comes with armor, not much else to say. Counter strike is one of my favorite skills. At level 3 it gives you an additional 25 attack whenever you get knocked back. However, you can actually trigger this skill by hyper armoring through an attack that would knock you down. So that makes this skill a lot easier to trigger and increases its value significantly. Maximum Might 3 is yet another amazing skill because it gives another 30% affinity, which is absolutely huge. The catch is this skill only activates when your stamina has been full for at least 2 seconds. But the only important greatsword move that uses stamina is the greatsword tackle, so this skill has a very high uptime, especially with the recent Maximum Might changes. Antivirus 3 is going to give us an additional 10% affinity whenever we cure the Frenzy virus and make it cure faster. If you didn't know, curing the Frenzy virus normally gives you 15% affinity. However, combined with Antivirus 3, it will grant 25% affinity total. The in-game skill description states Antivirus 3 grants 15% affinity, but this is an error. It is actually 10%. It is absolutely still worth using in any Black Eclipse build though. Resentment 1 is here to just give us 5 more raw attack. It's not that significant, but it's easy to trigger with chip damage, and there's not much else you can swap it with. And of course we have flinch free 1, so you can play multiplayer without your teammates tripping you and causing you to throw the controller at the screen. It's also worth noting we have the full Gore Magala set bonus, which will inflict us with the Frenzy virus and give us a 10 raw attack increase whenever we are fighting a large monster. We of course need this to take advantage of the Frenzy virus. Getting into the greatsword itself, we are ideally going to want a rarity 8 Ardian greatsword because the stats are just better than everything else you can craft. For the production bonus, you want to get as much attack as possible while also prioritizing sleep as your element type to maximize openings for damage. Paralysis also works in multiplayer though. As for the reinforcement bonus, you really want at least 1 sharpness increase and ideally 4 attack increases. If you don't have that, or at least something similar, then you can just use the new Shia greatsword instead. It'll be a bit less damage, and you won't have the sleep status to help set up wake up hits, but it's your next best option. As for the weapon decos, you want to get a focus 3 deco in there, ideally a focus combo deco with handicraft 1. Focus is pretty important for getting heavy attacks in faster. Finally, for the rest of this loss, you just want to get as much critical boost in there as possible, up to level 5. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe for more Monster Hunter Wilds.